electromagnetic waves in vacuum. We have already discussed the topic wave equation for electric field and magnetic field. That is, we have done that using the curl equations, Maxwell's curl equations in free space, and by taking the dot product of that equations, we obtained as del square E equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dot square E by dot T square, and del square B is equal to mu 0 epsilon 0 dot square B by dot T square. By comparing this equation with the three-dimensional wave equation in classical case, we got V is equal to 1 by root of mu 0 epsilon 0, and which is equal to the velocity of light in vacuum. And the next is monochromatic plane waves. If the different frequencies in the visible region corresponding to different colors, such a wave is said to be monochromatic. And then what is a plane wave? If a wave is traveling along a particular direction such as x direction, it will be independent along the y and z direction. Such a wave is said to be a plane wave. In that case, the field will be uniform along the perpendicular direction to the direction of propagation. Now we can represent the electromagnetic wave. That is, E of xt is equal to E0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t, and B of xt is equal to B0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t, which represent the fluctuations of electric and magnetic field, or which is the electromagnetic waves. In this, we know E0 and B0 represent the complex amplitudes of electric and magnetic fields. And also, we have already discussed the complex notation. From that, we got to know that the actual fields are the real parts of this E and B. That is, the actual fields are the real parts of this E and B. Using this, we can prove that the electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature. For that, consider the free space equations del dot E is equal to 0 and del dot B is equal to 0. First, consider del dot E is equal to 0. In that, substitute the complex notation del dot E of xt is equal to 0, where E of xt we know E0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t, which is equal to 0. And substitute for del as I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z. So, when we expanding this equation, here we having only the x component. So, the remaining divergence will be vanishing, only the I component is existing. That is dou by dou x of E0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t. Here we have to consider the x component of E0 only. That is x component of E0, which is written as E0 of x. And look at this equation. This equation will be 0. According to RHS is 0, this equation will be vanishing. But e raised to I into kx minus omega t, which is representing the wave, will not be vanishing. Only the possible component will be E0x. That is, E0x will be 0 according to this. Which implies that the electric field vector will be absent along the direction of propagation x. That is, the electric field vector E0 is absent along the direction of propagation x. Similarly, consider the equation del dot B is equal to 0 and substitute the wave representation del dot B of xt is equal to 0. And we know I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z dot B0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t will be equal to 0 according to this equation. So, as in the previous case, these two terms will be vanishing because here only the x components and I propagation will be existing. So, dou by dou x of B0 x e raised to I into kx minus omega t will be equal to 0. Similarly, e raised to I into kx minus omega t will not be vanishing, only the possibility is B0x. That is, the x component of B0 will be vanishing according to RHS is 0. Which implies that the magnetic field vector is also absent along the direction of propagation x. In consolidate, we can say that the electric field vector and the magnetic field vector are absent along the direction of propagation of a wave, and electric field vector and magnetic field vector are perpendicular to each other. From this, we can consolidate that the electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature. So, we can say that it is propagating along a particular direction, and the electric field and magnetic field components are perpendicular to the direction of propagation and mutually perpendicular to each other. And using the theory of monochromatic plane waves, using the Faraday's law, we can derive a relation between the amplitudes of electric field and magnetic field. So, consider del cross E of xt is equal to minus dou by dou t of B of xt. And expanding I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z cross E0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t is equal to minus dou by dou t of B0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t. When we expanding these, j dou by dou y cross this term and k dou by dou z cross this term will be vanishing, as there is no x, y and z components in this wave representation. Only remaining in the RHS will be I dou by dou x cross E0 e raised to I into kx minus omega t is equal to minus B0 dou by dou t of e raised to I into kx minus omega t. That is, in the LHS we can take E0 outside, so I am going to write it as I cross E0 into dou by dou x of e raised to I into kx minus omega t is equal to minus B0 into dou by dou t, that is minus omega into e raised to I into kx minus omega t. That is I cross E0 into k e raised to I into kx minus omega t, which is equal to minus B0 into minus omega e raised to I into kx minus omega t. That is I cross E0 into k is equal to omega B0, where we can exclude exponential term which is existing on the both sides of equal. By rearranging, I am going to write it as B0 equal to k by omega I cross E0, which is the relation connecting the electric and magnetic complex amplitudes. We can explain this equation as the magnetic field vector is perpendicular to the both the direction of propagation of wave and to the electric field vector. Now we can replace the k by omega in terms of velocity in vacuum. That is k is equal to 2 pi by lambda and omega we know 2 pi nu, where nu is the frequency, which is c by lambda. That is k by omega will be equal to 2 pi by lambda divided by 2 pi nu, which gives 1 by nu lambda, which can be written as 1 by c. So, I am going to rewrite this equation as B0 equal to 1 by c I cross E0, which gives the relation between the electric field vector and magnetic field vector, where the wave is traveling in the vacuum. Now we know the electric field and the magnetic field are in phase and are mutually perpendicular to each other. So we can relate the amplitudes of E and B as B0 equal to 1 by C of E0. That is the simple relation between the electric field and magnetic field. Till now we had discussed the monochromatic plane waves which is traveling along the x direction. We have to consider a wave which is traveling in a general direction also. So, we consider in any direction R, we can represent the wave vector k to represent the direction of propagation, where k is the wave vector. You just relate the wave vector and wave number. K is the wave vector and without vector notation, k is the wave number, which is the magnitude of wave vector k. Now, I am going to write E of RT as E0 e raised to I into k dot R minus omega t unit vector n, where unit vector n is the direction perpendicular to the wave vector k, or the electric field is said to be polarized along the direction n. And also, k wave vector can be expanded as kxi plus ky yj plus kzk, and r vector will be xi plus yj plus zk. In similar way, we can write b of rt is equal to b0 e raised to I into k dot r minus omega t, where b0 equal to 1 by c k cross e0. We know k is the unit vector in the direction of propagation of electromagnetic wave. Now I am going to rewrite this equation replacing b0 and e0 with b and e. That is b of rt is equal to 1 by c k cross e0 e raised to I into k dot r minus omega t unit vector n. That's equal to 1 by c e0 e raised to I into k dot r minus omega t k cross n. From this equation, we can say b, the direction of b is perpendicular to both k and n, which represent the direction of propagation of wave k and the direction of electric field vector n. And also, simply we can write b is equal to 1 by c k cross e. b is equal to 1 by c k cross e. The electromagnetic wave traveling in any general direction with the wave vector k can be represented using this figure as it is the traveling direction or propagation direction representing the wave vector k, and if it is the electric field vector E, which is the direction normal to the k, that is n, then the b will be along the direction which is the curl of k and n, that is k cross n, which is perpendicular to both k and n, which again says that the electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature. And in this theory, we have derived the relation between the complex amplitudes of electric field vector and the magnetic field vector. Thank you.